with condoms. I don't mean to get graphic, and I did. See, I'm an older guy. I grew up before AIDS was invented or whatever. And I remember
One of the worst inventions ever.
I know. I remember it was one of those things, someone's talking about herpes,
Yeah,
and they go, there's another thing.
Dr. Gerald AIDS with his fucking idea.
Yeah, and the AIDS candy had to go away for the Provenza show. So I remember someone said, there's a thing called AIDS I heard about. It's going to be really bad where you can't have sex, everyone will be dying. And I'm neurotic, but I never get scared about the bird flu or North Korea. I go, come on. Yeah. I'm more neurotic about, you throwing me off this and stuff, you know. Okay. So I couldn't with the, so meaning we would have had sex, but we did things.
But you can't put on a condom. You can't
I can.
You just can't.
No, some women I can. They always go, it's okay. I'm going, wait a minute. If you're very slippery wet with a condom, they're always making it like either they're yelling at me, they're mad I can't, or they're going,
you can't
I understand. A lot of men can't do it, but
can't do what?
Well, you're pushing. It's too late. We did curse, right? You're pushing, but it falls apart like an accordion because
what does?
The penis.
You can't maintain an
erection with a condom on.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Oh, and I have. A lot of women are very slippery. If it's whoosh,
right.
you could do it. But you know what I'm saying. But
did you ever have it where? Because I thought you told me at one point you tried to push it up, but then it got bendy and it went like that.
What?
Yeah,
is that the joke where I can't find my car keys?
No, it wasn't a joke. You told me you tried to push your cock into the Kathy Griffin, but it got all bendy like a big snake or something.
I don't remember telling you this because this is the first you're hearing about Kathy Griffin.
That's true.
And I like how ballsy I am. Like I go after Kathy Griffin, like America's sweetheart. Like people go, "Are you scared, Kathy Griffin?" And someone who goes on Howard Stern saying Brooke Shields' mother was drunk at Brooke Shields' wedding. You know what I mean?
No, I like one time. Before Chelsea Handler was big, but she'd written that book.
You had sex with Chelsea Handler?
No, I love Chelsea Handler. I think she's hilarious. But I was at a comedy club, and the comedy manager and waiters were all mad. They were like, that Chelsea Handler was here last week. She didn't fuck any of us. I was like, well, it's her act.
Well, Norm, when we did stand-up, do you remember a woman would tell you a really dirty joke? Hey, the best thing about licking cocks is this, and you make her, get out of here. Right. Did you ever have that, Adam?
Have I ever had what?
A woman tells you a really dirty joke and you think something, meaning she's dirty and messes around.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Tells you the dirtiest joke.
I get it.
And they're in bed and I love dirty jokes.
Because Dice told me once, he said, if a girl comes up to me or you, Fred Stoller, or me, Norm Macdonald, after a show and says she liked our act, that doesn't mean much. But if they go up to Dice...
Oh, yeah. Well, one time, someone came up to me in Gilbert Gottfried and said, I want to be your groupie. You guys, I love you too. Oh, great. You going to fuck us? She goes, no. And then he started spitting at her.
Oh, good God.
Well, no, through the window. To be fair, Catch a Rising Star. He went outside and started spitting at the window, and she cried. Because that's the one she wanted to... she looked up to and she spit. But you have had that, or maybe, I want to be a groupie.
Have you ever had a girl in bed that wants you to spit on her face?
No.
That's what someone. Have you ever had that?
No.
Someone just told. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Well, someone told me it's the next big thing. It was Daniel Kellison. He said his wife likes when his wife demands that.
But that's not in porno movies.
It might just be in Daniel Kellison's real life, but he says his wife demands that he spit on her face
during sex or in general.
And imagine that she's blowing a big African American. Anyways, whatever. Listen,
well, all right.
I'm not one to tell tales out of school.
But just to be fair,
but Daniel's having a little boy, and we're real happy.
But I just want to be fair to Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
She dumped me, and I was hurt, so I was attracted to her and liked seeing her naked. So, but then when they get their hair straight, don't like it. So I'm being fair.
How's her C list?
She's very funny. Well, that's another thing. My life on the D list. She's got a big mansion. And I'm the D list.
Yeah.
That's not the D list.
No.
Just because she's not,
So this is the section where we do the news.
Okay.
And then we make comments.
I just want to say I'm the best joke writer in any era, so I can.
Yeah, it says it right here on this book.
Any era.
I saw your stand-up. I thought it was friggin' hilarious.
There's
Very
only,
top.
there's
I love
only
that.
been like maybe 3 eras that have joke writers, I think.
What?
Well, there hasn't been since the dawn of time.
Well, we saw a one-man show of Charles Nelson Riley
yeah.
where he was talking about the first time he saw laughter and he was pretending he was crying because he was reliving when he learned about the invention of laughter. Do you remember that?
Yes, me and Freddie went to see the one-man show of Charles Nelson
I'm
Riley.
killed to see this.
The guy never brings up Match Game.
Or being gay.
Was he gay?
Maybe. No, that was Paul Lynn. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't be shocked if Charles Nelson Riley was.
But he just talking about a theater burning down and 50 people died, and he held up the news article to prove it happened.
Yeah.
And the first time he saw laughter, and he cried because he was.
He did.
So laughter was invented many years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
He was on. If you watch Match Game now, it's clear that they're making inside jokes about Charles Nelson Riley. When back in the 70s, when it started, you didn't know because nobody knew about gay. They just thought he was a character.
Oh, I thought that about Paul Lynn as a kid.
And Paul Lynn. But if you watch Match Game now, it's like Brett Summers, but they'll do these sly little references like, it'll be like Peter Marshall will go, "You like it up the fucking asshole." No, not that.
Milton Berle and stuff.
All right, so let's do the news.